Thank you. I'm Ian Macpherson, the Business Development Manager for the Oxford Science Park, and I'm going to share with you a whistle-stop tour of the park. No, I'm not. That's over. Sorry, I've got it. So, the park was opened in 1991, and since January 2016 has been wholly owned by Magdalen College. My presentation will include a description of how the college and the park operate, how the park contributes as a launch pad for entrepreneurs and also an international location for companies, and also the college plans for the future of the park. So for any of you who aren't familiar with the park, I should just establish for you where it is. We are just at the edge of the ring road on the 4074 next to the Kassam Stadium. So if you haven't ever been there, please do come and visit us. Possibly more familiar to some, this photograph is of Magdalen College. Since its foundation in the 15th century, the college has had a strong tradition of research and teaching in the sciences. Indeed, 7 fellows of the college have been awarded the Nobel Prize for Science or Medicine. Those are the 7 fellows. There are, in fact, 2 further Nobel Prize winners, but one was for economics and one was for literature, so I'm afraid they don't get counted on there. As previously mentioned, the park was opened in 1991. It began as a joint venture between Magdalen College and Prudential. This proved to be a very successful partnership, and in 2015, Magdalen College had the opportunity to acquire the Prudential's interest in the park, and so the college became the sole owner. Consequently, on March the 9th this year, the park was able to celebrate 25 years of success and also to look forward with planning for the future. As a part of that celebration, Lord Drayson, who is the entrepreneur in residence at Magdalen College, reflected on his own time growing a multi-million-pound international company at the Science Park. That was Powderjet. He also reflected on how the entrepreneurial success of that company and the people involved led to the creation of many more companies in the Oxfordshire area, helping to create an entrepreneurial ecosystem that many continue to benefit from. Also on that celebration evening, the college restated its commitment to create a further 300,000 square feet of laboratories and office space on the park. Now, looking at some more detail of the Science Park, the original concept was, and still is, to provide companies with an easy pathway to growth. In Magdalen Centre South, companies can take space on a simple monthly license agreement. As companies grow, they can move to Magdalen Centre North, take 1 to 3 year lease agreements. Then as they become larger, they can take part floors or more, or additional buildings around the park. So this is a photograph of Magdalen Centre for any of you who aren't familiar. And this is very much the innovation centre and the hub for small companies up to 25 people. In the Sadler building, that's similar to the Magdalen Centre. We currently have, interestingly, a university spin-out healthcare company and also a US software company. And that's a very typical profile for our companies. With Magdalen Centre North, we have offices and laboratories designed for larger companies or for companies moving out of Magdalen Centre South. And with the Meadowar building and Fletcher House, these are examples of buildings where companies can take 1 or more floors in a building. And for companies who would like their own building, this is an example of a building where we can build a building for a company and then hand over the keys so that they can occupy that. Now this slide shows a listing of the companies on the park. and it's on our website. Interestingly, by industry sector, you can see we have over 40% of the companies involved with the life sciences, just over 30% involved with information technology, and about 26% other. Now, where they come from, interestingly, about 20% are university related, both from Oxford University, and also we do have companies from Imperial College who've moved out to the park as well. For me, an interesting thing about this is that about 20% of the companies are subsidiaries of overseas organisations. And we have companies at the park from Germany, Japan, Norway, New Zealand, Spain, and several from the USA. Naturally, most early stage technology companies have global ambitions from day one. And this international environment on the park benefits all. For all companies, we provide formal and informal meetings and seminars. We encourage links between companies and can also help with signposting companies to specific professional expertise, either on the park or elsewhere. This all provides an ecosystem and platform that companies can build on. And so to the future. This is a plan of the park showing the Morden Centre, the brown building up in the middle there, and the Sadler building, the brown building. And then all of the blue buildings are all completed. These brown areas here are all plots for the future, and the total of that is totals up to about 300,000 square feet. So I'd like to finish my presentation now with a video. So I'm just going to, if you'll bear with me for 1 second, I shall just get out of here. And this video was presented at the celebration evening on the 9th of March. Oh, do you want to see it again? That is a real heron flying across there. It's not a CGI. So, in summary, the park is now wholly owned by Magdalen College. It has a tremendous 25-year record of success and very exciting plans for the future. Thank you for your time.